did you catch that tantalizing little tease right at the end of Warhammer New Year Preview? Because Warhammer just flashed us bare metal and yellow and black hazard stripes and then vanished into the warp. And hazard stripes only mean one thing. The 4th Legion is sniffing around again. Iron Warriors reinforcements on the horizon, and we don't even know which kits they belong to yet. What we do know is they're tied to a new Warhammer 40,000 supplement called the Eye of Terror out in a few months. Hello and welcome back. Today we're breaking down the New Year Preview 2026 reveals with names, boxes, and what's actually coming. Today we're going to be covering the Eye of Terror tease and those suspicious Iron Hand Warrior stripes, the Horus Heresy armor with the glaive and the whirlwind, and all new plastic Legio Custodes range and Libia Custodes. We'll also be covering the Warhammer Plus animation penitents, Blood Bowl Hyos and the Caldor Dragons and Spike Journal issue 21, as well as the Age of Sigmar Disciples of Tzich, the Lumineth Realm Lords and the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, and the massive 40k narrative expansion, the Maelstrom, Lair of the Tyrant, starring Hurion Blackheart, Prince Hero, and more pirate nonsense than an Orc Freebooter karaoke night. So let's get into it. So first, the Eye of Terror. Warhammer's tease shows components of that signature Iron Warriors look. Raw metal plates, industrial detailing, and hazard striping that basically screams, we bought a fortress and we're gonna wear it. GW won't confirm which parts these kits belong to yet, but they're confirmed these mystery bits are for the forthcoming Warhammer 40k supplement titled The Eye of Terror, landing in a few months. Now, Horus Heresy players, you're getting what you love most, catastrophically destructive armor. We've got the Glaive Super Heavy Special Weapons tank built on the Fellblade chassis mounting a Volkite carronade, which is genuinely described as it's the size of a bus and it's designed to sear through power armor and vaporize the squishy bits inside. And the big hobby headline, it's multi-part plastic. This is the first time the glaive has been available in plastic, with whole sponson options similar to the Fellblade. Then we've got the classic artillery piece, the Whirlwind missile tank. That's the Rhino chassis plus a missile launcher that can rain fire without line of sight, backed by targeting or specs and multiple munition types, including the incendiary Pyrax rounds. Supporting all this is a new Horus Heresy supplement book, the Journal Tactica, mailed first, Legions Astartes Super Heavy Tanks, which is 48 pages. In this, it includes Leviathan missions designed for huge vehicle-heavy games, support for chaotic multiplayer armored battles, lore on organization of super heavy fleets, and exemplary battles including vehicle-heavy conflicts like the Siege of Portesh. These vehicles are expected later this year, with pre-order dates to come via the Warhammer community updates. Then we've got one of the biggest heresy reveals of all new plastic Legio Custodes, and they're being led by the Legio Custodes Battle Group box. Basically, a small army in a box. What's in the Legio Custodes Battle Group box? Well, we've got the Custodian Guard. The Custodian Guard has Guardian Spears, plumes, command options like Vexilla, plus Barehead options as well. We've also got the Custodian Sentinels, with Sentinel Warblades and Presidium Shields. Then we've also got the Calidus Annihilator Grav Tank. Custodes also get a tank that looks like it was designed by someone who hates enemy armor. The Caladius Annihilator Grav Tank, armed with the Arachnus Blaze carronade, plus hull weapons such as the Twin Lasertrum Bolt Cannon or the newly mentioned Twin Netrorum Cascade Projector, which is a very Custodes Sentinel. Inside the battle group is a new plastic Dreadnought kit that can be built as a Contemptor Achilles with the Achilles Dreadspear Big Anti-Armor and Armored Threat. Then we have the Contemptor Galatus, with Galatus Warblade and Presidium Shield, better durability and crowd control, plus the Flamer in the sword vibe. We've also got a new shield captor model and glimpses of more releases in the future. We've got the Ventari, which are jump infantry wielding kinetic destroyers and bucklers, or a Veritum Lance, a second Calidus variant armed with a twin Lazatus accelerator cannon. And we've also got the Coronus Grav Carrier Transport, deep strike capability, heavily armed, built to deliver custodians to where the fighting is the thickest. Then we have the Liber Custodes, rules and lore in the Liber Custodes. It covers the Custodes plus the Sisters of Silence, an addendum for the Agents of the Assassinorum, and includes rules for iconic characters such as Captain General Constantine Valdor, Janetta Crow, the Knight Commander of the Sisters of Silence, and GW explicitly hinted several of these models can also serve as great representations in Warhammer 40k, Adeptus Custodes, and a Custodes rules update later on this year. Warhammer Plus also got a spotlight with the new trailer Penitence, an Adeptus Sororitas story. It follows the Sisters of Battle Order of the Sacred Rose, escorting a sacred relic to the future pilgrimage site and getting ambushed in a hostile landscape crawling with Xenos. The enemies? Orcs. Specifically, snakebite orcs. And yes, they have confirmed the most important details. There are squigs. Episode 1 lands next month on Warhammer TV for Warhammer Plus subscribers. Then let's talk Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl reveals High Elves are back, representing the Caldor dragons hailing from Ulthuan. This box includes White Lions, which are the blitzers with claws. We've got the Phoenix Warriors Throwers, which are Secure Pass and Cloudbursters, the Dragon Princes, which are Block and Steady Footing, plus 6 standard elf linemen and extra tokens and accessories including Dragonling and Shimmer Stone Bulls with rules in the upcoming issue Spike, number 21. Spike issue 21 also includes lore and rules like the history of the Caldor dragons, including the tragedies like their brush with the Dark Side Cowboys and the resurgence under Elthron the Admirable. Yes, the name is real and it's incredible. Plus league rules like the Spectacle of the Flame Eternal and classic columns like Chout for the Rat and Dirt from the Dugout. And then we have Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar is deep within the Hour of Ruin and the aftermath of Vermidum still destabilizing the realms, and that means 3 big pushes. From a Siege point of view, new faces were revealed, including the Fate Master hero, Argent Shard's Terrain Conduits, and a new Battle Tome Disciples of Siege. Their new battle trait generates fate points from failures losing priority, spells unbound, miscasts, losing objectives, and shards getting destroyed, which you can cash in for multiple fate points. Also coming up, we've got the Battle Force Warp Flame Cavalcade featuring Karios Flameweaver. We've also got a Spearhead, Tazgor Warflock. So we've got Tazgor the Enlightened, Skyfires, Tazgor led by a Shaman. Then we've got the Regiment of Renown, Seekers of Silver with a Grant Summoner, Magister, and Screamers. Then we have the Lumineth Realm Lords, the Lumineth answer with Varinar Lord Regent, a Battle Tome for the Lumineth Realm Lords, new mechanics revolving around Battlefield runes with effects that can resonate. They name drop places like Settler's Gain, plus new forces like the Battle Force Illithan Warhost, which includes Eleanor, Elathor, and the Ellipsan War Sages. There's also a Spearhead, the Holkron Vanguard, led by Holkron Windmage with Wind Chargers and a Spirit of Wind. Then we've got the Regiment of Round, which is the Sigil Convocation, featuring a Sigari, Caligrave, and the manifestations like the Sanctum of Amathok, Haitian Twin Stones, and the Rune of Petrification. Then the Cassius lads show up with Liege Cavalos on the War Chariot, Liege Mortec Commanders, Mortec Triaxes, range cohort with Balefire Brazers, and Mortis Reapers, assassins using Necroarchers. This all falls under the Battle Tome Osiarch's Bone Reapers, with a refreshed Relentless Discipline system, and boxes like Battle Force No Myriad Phalanx, led by Archer the Black, plus a Mortsin Soul Mason, Morghast Archie or Harbingers, and the Mortec Guard. Then there's also Spearhead, Calvos Valgard, the Liege Calvos, Death Riders, and a Tertiary cohort. Then we also have a Regiment of Renown with the Heralds of the Bone Thithe, led by Volk Morton, with Immortis Guard and Mortec Guard as well. And then finally, the huge 40k narrative expansion, the Maelstrom, Lair of the Tyrant, a slipcase set of 4 books focused on the Maelstrom Warzone. This is the domain of Hurrian Blackheart and the Red Corsairs, plus major figures like Prince Vero, Orc Freeboaters, and Chaos Warbands lurking in the storm. Campaign rules in the Raid and the Ruin book, where players complete the notoriety points, titles, and across 12 different missions with 3 to 4 players. The standout is the Crucible Champions book, allowing you to build custom character units for your armies. They even give you examples like a Ravenwing Librarian on a bike, a Rogue Trader with 2 Infernal Pistols, an Astra Militarium Officer in the Sentinel, and yes, a Grot with big ideas. The Maelstrom Battalion boxes come with 2 different boxes, which are the Kari box with Succubus, Witches, Hellions, Reaverjet bikes and Venoms, and a Leagues of Votan box with Steeljacks, Mimir Strategists, and Hurricane Pioneers. We also have the Eldari Eldritch Raiders Battle Force, which is Princio, who returns with a new model, Corsair Skyreavers debut again, and Karseth the Airmancer, which is a Void Dreamer, and a new Viper kit, including Corsair Starfang styling, plus Corsair Voidsguard and Craft World transfer sheets. Then we also have Chaos Pirates of Hurrian's Inner Circle and the Lords of the Maelstrom. We also get the Hurrian Blackheart and the Masters of Maelstrom, including named members like Garion the Corpse Master, Katar Garrix, Garon Soul Eater, Captain Sagrot, and the Enforcer with her enthroned Bakazir. Then the Battle Force Lords of Maelstrom, headlined by a Red Corsair Raiders, New Bastion, a Reeve Captain, plus classic support including Chaos Legionnaires, Terminators, Traitor Guardsmen, and a whole suite of Red Corsair upgrades and transfers. Rules for running them thematically tie back into the Maelstrom of Lair Tyrant. So, that's the New Year Preview of 2026. The key names are on the board: Eye of Terror, the Glaive, the Whirlwind, the Journal Tactica Mailed First, the new Legio Custodes Battle Group, Liber Custodes, Warhammer Plus Penitence, the Caldor Dragon Spike, Journal 21, and the absolute narrative avalanche of the Maelstrom Lair of the Tyrant, with Hurrian Blackheart, Princio, and the Red Corsairs. Now, tell me, which one is your pre-order day one, and which one are you pretending doesn't exist just to protect your wallet? Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.